Well, there's a delay. It's about 30 to 45 seconds, so give it a minute.
There.
So we weren't live just then, thankfully. We're live now, though. Boom.
That should fucking...
Yes. All right.
Did you actually do it, bro?
Now we're on it. Now we're good.
I would legitimately...
All right, brother. I apologize about this.
Whoa! There it is.
There's a delay. It's about 30 to 45 seconds.
Okay.
Holy motherfuck.
All right. Thank God. We have had issues today, guys.
Fucking
Yes.
mind blown.
Yes, we have.
Fucking mind blown.
All right. So, we got it all sorted out. We're live.
We live up in this
We are
bitch.
live here on the Cloud Connection channel.
Yeah.
We've got Country Livin.
Courtesy of Bangin' Disc Golf.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Courtesy of what?
Bangin' Disc Golf.
Bangin'.
Yes.
The fuck is that?
Golf shop in Barry, Vermont on Main Street inside Maria's Bagels, and there is a course on Beckley Hill.
Hell yes.
And he provided us with the Zoom subscription.
Yes.
That way we don't... I was terrified of what happens when Zoom ends if you have the free 40 minutes.
Normally, like, I've always had the free
And
version at home.
clearly VT Vape Guy is a Zoom connoisseur.
Well, mine at home, mine, I had Nikki B help walk me through, and, like, it's all set up now, so I just click it on, go to start, and it's done. So I've never had to, like, do it all without somebody walking me through it.
Well, that's one thing I kind of wonder with the format you guys are going with. Why not just do it from your own layers? Instead of the same way?
Right now we're at Jonesy's place.
Well, yeah, I see that. I'm just wondering, like, why be in the same place? Why not each of you be at your home?
Well, we have talked about that. We're going to do that as well. But it's just worked out now because we live close to each other.
Yeah.
So it just has worked out now where I've been able to make it to his place or vice versa ever since we
Well, good
started
deal.
doing it.
Well, also, I guess the advantage of being in the same place is if you have a third person, you ain't got to worry about a Zoom subscription.
That's
Two of you's on one monitor. Okay.
Because if you don't have the Zoom subscription, if you have more than two
45 minutes.
people, isn't there?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45 minutes, yeah.
That was one of the worries, and we didn't actually have the subscription before, like, this week.
Yeah, like last night.
Yeah, I'll be reactivating mine this week because I got something
It's
coming up.
really handy. It's not expensive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to have it, but I didn't use it enough to where it warranted my payment every month. So I just let it go. But now I got something getting ready to happen, so I'm going to buy it again.
Nice. Hell yeah. So how you been, brother? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since you and I've had a face-to-face for sure.
Yeah.
I just doing, I do what I do. I work all the damn time. I do reviews when I feel like doing them, and then that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it, man. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not under any obligation anywhere. Unless somebody says something, then yeah, I'm obligated to do it. But I'm not even obligated. If I don't like it, I don't review it. Whether you send it to me or not, I don't give a shit. I don't do shit. I don't review shit I don't like.
Right.
I just don't. I got a bunch of shit that I just in a box down here on the floor under my table.
Yeah. It's better that way sometimes, man. It really is. It's not. Sometimes it's just not worth it for your time, especially if you have a day job.
Yeah, actually, this is a hobby. It's 100% my hobby. So whenever I feel like doing something, I'll do it.
Pretty much.
That's the way I've always looked at it.
That's a hella fun hobby, though.
Yeah, right. Right. What y'all vaping on this week?
Oh, I'm vaping on the Reload. It's on the Reload RTA.
Oh, fucking time bomb.
I've actually got it
Yeah.
on this Vape Sync creator. I call it the every day it's like the TNT or the ticking time bomb or the C4 explosion waiting to happen because it's just a dangerous device. It doesn't work right, but it hasn't failed yet. So, I mean, I thought by now it would have failed, and I'm still waiting for it. But it's the Reload is baller though. I love this one, and I've got the clone at home too, and
Yeah, I watched your reload video there yesterday.
yeah.
Day before yesterday.
I watched watched
Yeah.
yesterday.
I still love this RTA, man, to this day. Like,
That was the first that was the first RTA that I actually liked. It was the clone version, of course, a year and a half ago when I did that clone show episode.
yeah,
But that was the first RTA I came across that I really liked up until recently.
dude, they are, and the clone and the authentic are so close in so many ways, man. It's
Yeah, I heard you say that, and I wish you would have put them side by side. You mentioned respect for Reload.
I did it in one of my live shows.
Damn tank, the hell, respect's out the window. Put them side by side.
I'm going to do. I think I am going to do a separate like clone and authentic side by side video, just because a lot of people want to see it, and you know, I think it'd be a good one just to kind of go in. And I could go for 30 minutes, each separate piece of the clone and like that, you know, because I love the Reload so much. So if I'd have put, that video would have been like an hour and a half long, I think.
Sorry, I am
Hell, it ain't.
throwing this everywhere.
5 minutes would be long enough just to kind of show what differences there is outside of course material.
I think the biggest one are those.
Yeah, the biggest one is the
little
the ears.
quarter pipes.
Yeah, they're so close.
Because that one, isn't that the one that's like a little vertical, like 90-degree thing at the top of the wall?
The clone, it comes around just a little bit more on the devil ears.
But you're gonna do this one with me, though, right?
Yeah, I got the Apocalypse. Actually, I have it here, right now. Boom.
Oh shit! Livin color.
There it is.
We're gonna do a duel on this one. Trying to set that up.
Yeah, we gotta get together on a duel.
What episode of the clone show that I did a duel with, and that was with Micah. And I usually keep the duel review separately, but since this is a clone, I'll do another clone show duel. Why not?
Hell yeah, man. That's the one, and that's another thing that I always thought was really cool about Country Livin. He kind of coined the duel review. That's really cool. I want to mention that we are going to be broadcasting this as a podcast after the fact. It's super exciting for me, so I go on and on about this because I've never done podcast stuff before, so I kind of have to sometimes explain a little bit so they know what we're talking about.
What's happening?
But the dual reviews are something that he came up with. I've done a couple with him. He's done a couple with.
How does that work?
It's kind of like a Zoom thing. He does a down low separately, and then we kind of mash our thoughts. And we don't talk about too much what we think about it beforehand, so we kind of, don't know.
Yeah, that's the agreement when I get into a duel with anybody. When we get it, we don't talk about first thoughts, initial impressions, nothing. None of our thoughts are available to each other until we get in this call and record the session. We'll do our intro. The intro we'll talk about. Then I'll show, like you said, my overview independently, and then we'll go back. We'll continue the call, and then we'll give our final thoughts, each of our opinions, and give it a little rating at the end.
Nice.
And that's the hardest part for me. Like I have a hard time not saying what I think sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
When we did the I think the Equitas one, we didn't talk for like 2 weeks because I kept wanting to say what
that video showed me what kind of a bitch Ambition Vapors really is. He ain't nothing but a bitch ass motherfucker.
That wasn't
cool, fuck him. I told him to keep he sent his whole little group to my channel in that video saying, "You're a fucking liar. It's got grape flavor. Motherfucker, fuck you." I was like, bitch, get off our channel.
I had massive unsubs and stuff like that.
Really?
Well, I mean,
it was crazy.
I mean, I'm sure
covered from my smock upload loss.
Yeah. YouTube is weird like that.
Yeah, he's done a little bitch, and I ain't watched shit of his since.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. You don't like my opinion. You don't come here and call me a fucking liar.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Everyone's opinion is
everyone's
opinion is different. That's the way the vape game is. That's what makes it so awesome. Is that there are so many different people and they all have different opinions. And like some people hate RTAs and just love RDAs, and some people love RTAs and hate RDAs. I'm an RTA guy primarily, but I like both.
Well, speaking of, have you got your hands on the Profile Unity yet?
Not yet.
What, Tofo didn't hit you up?
No.
Fuckers.
Tofo would have.
No.
Tofo would have, to be honest.
No, they haven't yet. No,
Is that a mesh?
is that a mesh?
Yes, it is. It's the profile RDA, but in RTA format.
I did the Serpent Elevate right before Expo. I've had a lot of shit going on too, so I've been super busy. I've got probably fucking 10 more things I gotta do, and then I'll have like a free slot.
Just 10.
Yeah.
Just 10.
Yeah, but I'm hoping soon I'll be getting the bulk and the rebirth. So
Yeah, I started mine this week.
Yeah.
Both of these as well.
Yeah.
I've got well, I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. We're live right now, so I don't want anybody to hear this shit.
Right.
But I got something planned for the bulk review.
Nice.
Very nice.
I got something planned for the mic review, the mic or the rebirth RTA review as well, but I haven't got replied to yet.
Yeah. Dude, I heard about the bulk back when the VTFC was coming out. I didn't hear a lot about it, but I heard a little bit about it.
Right.
And it's like I've been waiting for it since then. I'm glad that it's bigger because
I completely missed it until it came out.
I like to think that I'd rather have the RTA a little bit bigger and have enough room for everything than have it stay a certain size so it doesn't fit right on this other mod or whatever.
That's my biggest complaint.
Hell yeah. Mine's at the house, man.
That's a good RDA. I did a positive review on this thing. I liked it.
Yeah.
And now the have a tank as well. It should be good.
Yep. Yep. Hell yeah. I've got the Zeus Duel, still rocking that sucker.
That's not the Zeus Duel.
Or the Zeus X, whatever it is.
Just gonna throw it out there one
Geek
time.
Vape Zeus X, Zeus Duel, Zeus Quadruple. They're gonna come out.
Hey, Michael, welcome to the chat, guys.
Yeah, there's people down there.
Ooh, shout outs.
Shout,
we got Pee Wee B. We've got the Vapin' Buckeye in the house. Nice.
He's
Michael
been here
Morris. What up?
Vapin' Buckeye was here like 20 minutes before we actually hit the live button.
Well, I posted the damn show in my group and JFN Development about 1:05. I said we'll be going live few. 20 minutes later.
We're going live with Phil getting together.
Dude, at like 10 of 1, we're like trying to get our shit situated, trying to get our headphones going, because I'm like, well, if we don't have headphones, we're going to have feedback. But
it was working last week, right?
What's that?
It was working last week, right?
We didn't use this last week. This is the first time we've used it.
Okay, so a pro tip.
Yes.
If you're going to change anything in your setup on a live stream, don't do it the day, an hour before the live stream.
Yes, I agree.
Do it like during the week leading up to the live stream.
We actually meant to do that.
We talked about it every day.
The problem is, like, both of our work schedules are so fucking hectic.
Yeah, it sucks.
And now, yesterday, I should have come over and we should have gotten this all set up yesterday.
But if something ain't broke, don't fix it.
It is on me.
on the day of, anyway.
It is on me this time because yesterday I should have come over. We should have set it all up, got it straightened out yesterday, and then there wouldn't have been a problem. But we meant to do it like Wednesday, and then it just didn't work out. I've been working so late these past couple weeks. I'm on a huge job. We're wrapping it up, so.
My job's about to get super busy.
I'm hoping
Memorial Day, dude, it's coming.
I'm hoping mine slows down a bit, but I doubt it.
So what do you do, Jonesy?
I am a truck driver. Local.
Oh, okay.
But the part that makes it so long and shitty is that after we get done with our routes, we have to stay and load our own trucks. So it turns it into like 15+ hour days. Sometimes there's like no breaks. You get back and you just start loading your shit. And it's brutal. I get up at like fucking 2:30 in the morning. I get home at like 6 o'clock at night.
The box truck or flatbed?
Box truck. It's fun as shit though. I like it.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
We got vaping on all kinds of Jam Monster because you brought that up.
Dude, Jam Monster is It's good juice.
I put this black drip tip on here.
The one.
The one.
Best shit ever.
Nice.
Best shit ever.
I'm gonna have to give
It's been my all day for over a year now since they launched it.
Yeah.
What is
That-
that?
This is a strawberry donut milk cereal.
Nice.
Ooh, that's right
So
up
they got
my alley.
they got- they got a blueberry version.
Nice.
They have a lemon crumble cake. Then they have a apple type one. Well, they're all great, but this and then lemon, and then the blueberry, then the apple is the order I go in. They just now started sauce, but I go through about 600 to 800 ml bottles a month. The only production juice that I buy, right here,
No
for the
shit.
Beard Bake Company.
I'm gonna have to check that strawberry one out. Dude, fucking write that down.
Look at my Instagram. You'll see, like, I got a delivery of 7 bottles there 2 weeks ago, and I just had to get, like, I got 3 more in yesterday. I mean, I had to order some more because I wound up giving 2 away just to share the love. But this is the only juice that I buy, only production juice that I buy right now.
I'm gonna have to give that shit a go. I've tried a couple of the one juices, the older ones, but I haven't tried that line at all. And
Well, yeah, you mean the beard company, you mean?
I'm gonna have to try that.
The one is their newest line, which is, like I said, been about a year ago, but it's all from the Beard Vape Company.
Yeah.
You know, Beard Vape Co. number 32 has been my, like, it's cinnamon funnel cake.
Yep.
It's been my
Good juice.
I haven't had that one. I've got that Tabacchino.
Yeah.
number 24. Is it?
Hibiscus one that tastes like some sort of hippie patchouli tea. I don't like that one.
From the Beard Vape Co.?
Yeah, I got the Tabacchino and another one. I think Tabacchino is like 00.
Oh, okay.
That's right there.
Yeah. I think that number 5 is what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
00.
Yeah, 00.
It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good though.
Never did it. Well, they got a newer one on that line. It's the number 99, which is a raspberry. Yeah, Buckeye don't like this. He said he says it feels like it's got about 20% milk in it. I'm like, shit, send it to me. I don't think it's that. His palate is, I don't know, off. Our palates don't really agree a whole lot when it comes to juices or liquids. And some things we like. You know, DIY would seem to be kind of right the wrong pace for production juices.
Yeah.
We don't eat up.
See, I haven't tried a lot of juices, a lot of the newer juices that's come out. I've tried a lot of the Jam Monster ones because I saw them at Expo. I'm excited for the Expo that's coming in
There's
July.
a new Jam Monster, not a new Jam Monster, but they have another line of juice coming. I think it's just fruit. There's
It's
a
Monster
strawberry
Candies.
and something else.
I think it's Monster Candies or Monster Fruits. Yeah, one of those
Monster
two.
Fruit. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, but I like the Monster Jam Strawberry. I mean, this is like when I first started vaping. It was okay. I really liked the blueberry.
Yeah.
Didn't like the apple. The grape's not an all day thing for me. I still got a bottle of that a year old. The peanut I got earlier, like a few months ago, peanut butter is just not enough, and it's more of the grape, and it wasn't that great to me.
Yeah.
I want to try the strawberry one, but I haven't got it yet.
Yeah. That would be good. The chocolate strawberry. That would be
Well, it's a peanut butter strawberry.
good. Yeah, I know, but the chocolate strawberry would be way better.
Well, sure.
But
yeah,
way better.
I didn't care for the strawberry one. Like I like the grape peanut butter and jelly one the best, but I didn't like the strawberry one that much. It was alright.
Yeah, I just didn't think there was enough peanut butter in there. I didn't get a lot of peanut butter at all, man. Peanut butter was really, really weak.
Yeah. See, I got more peanut butter on the strawberry than I did on the grape. On the grape, I could barely taste the peanut butter.
Yeah, so I want to try the strawberry just to see if it does have better peanut butter balance.
I like the raspberry and the blackberry.
I tried the raspberry. I'm not a huge raspberry fan. It was okay. It's not something I can vape all the time.
The blackberry was better than the raspberry.
I haven't tried the blackberry one.
Yeah, it's got a stronger flavor.
I've tried what someone called a blackberry clone off ELR, but I didn't. Apparently, I don't like blackberries.
Yeah, I've had a couple I've had a couple that were good, and I've had a couple of the blackberries that were just not good. Same thing with cherries. Cherries are.
I don't think I've ever had a cherry vape.
They taste like Robitussin if they're
That's
done wrong.
my fear.
Yeah, if they're done wrong, they're just not good.
Yeah, there's it's like lemon. If you don't get it right, it's pledged.
Yeah. Lemon, I'll take the risk on. The cherry, I won't take the risk on, or the apple.
Do you mix?
I just started a little bit.
You should try my lemon sugar cookie.
I saw
Frosted
you
lemon
have a
sugar.
bunch of DIY juice videos. I like trolled the shit out of your YouTube channel Friday when I got home from work. Try this. I had to try mango one more time.
I like good citrus mango. Not maybe not straight mango, but a nice citrus combination. I like.
It's a mango sorbet. It
Yeah.
came in my last example box.
That's all right.
I shut that shit off. It's okay.
It's a little chemically, but not.
Turns out I just don't think I'm gonna vape mango.
You gotta. For me, if you're gonna have a mango, it's got to be like a sweeter mango. Otherwise, they just. I don't know.
I've tried them all.
I've tried some mangoes like the by the cup. I love the by the cup mango. It tastes like the. I mean, if you didn't like the little fruit cups when you were a kid, then
Oh,
you
I
won't
love
like
those.
those
I still love those.
because they taste so close to that. But the a lot of mangoes are hard to get. Islanders got a decent mango. I tried theirs.
Yeah, Michael, that's right. Peanut butter does fade fast because there's a couple peanut butter cookie recipes that I mixed earlier, and I was wondering why they were starting out at like 11%, 10%. And then I started reading notes from other people in the community, and they all said, yeah, you have to start out that high because after a few days, it's pretty much gone. Not gone, but it's just way, way lower than it starts out with. There's lawless vapor out there, too. Ooh, what up?
Yes. There
There we go. Now I'm in chat.
we go. Now you're in chat?
Yeah.
Oh shit, son.
I'm in chat, getting caught up. Normally,
All right,
I'm
I
like,
got your chat. I got your back.
normally I'm like
Yeah.
eyes deep in chat, but
Fills the chat feed.
all this other shit going on this week. But I think we got it down at least. So
We
This
figured
is
it
the
out
first-
that one time.
the first time we have done a guest on our collab show. We started this channel as a collab between Jonesy and I. We've been good friends since we were really young in high school. We knew each other, and we reconnected, I don't know, almost a year ago, roughly.
Yeah, through the iJoy Sub-Ohm Captain Tank and YouTube.
Yeah, he saw me on YouTube and hit me up and was like, dude, what the fuck?
It's like, how
Really?
long have you been vaping on?
Yeah.
So hold on. You guys live in the same neighborhood. You've known each other since high school. You separated, but he has to find you on YouTube to reconnect.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I thought he had moved out of town. Like, last I'd known, he was living out of town.
I had a Sub-Ohm tank that was leaking like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I just Googled it, because that's how I learn shit. I Google it. And
Right.
one of his
Google's everybody's-
videos was like the first thing that came up. And the music started playing, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And the voice came on, and I was like, who the fuck? What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
No way.
And then I harassed him for like months and months, telling him, dude, you got to get a camera, start doing some videos, bro. You know, even if they're just dumb, even if they're not reviews, just do something. You know, get into it. It's fun. You know.
Yeah, you knew what you were fucking doing.
So I planted the seed, and you know, here we are.
There you go.
So we decided to do this as like a collaboration of our collective efforts. And
That's another thing I was kind of curious about. I mean, granted, I know it's a collab thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's got a fairly new channel. I mean, of course, you got your channel.
Yeah.
And starting a new channel from scratch really fucking sucks. You know that. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, I was curious of why you didn't just kind of start it on your channel and get the hype going with it, or get the traction, and then maybe alternate between both your channels weekly, as opposed to starting a brand new channel.
We did talk about that. That was something. That was an idea that we
Yeah.
bounced around with for a while, and then a couple weeks before we started the separate channel, we were just like, dude, why don't we just do something different where we can do whatever we want, and it's not going to affect, you know, because I've always worried about changing my format, especially on my channel, because YouTube is so unpredictable, man, and I don't know. I just kind of thought it would be maybe a better move to do a separate channel. because my channel is sort of, I feel like it's blacklisted.
The dog just ruined up your audio.
Oh shit!
It went whoop whoop whoop, and you went down like this.
Are we good?
You're still lower than you was.
All right. Let's see.
Audio man.
Go with it, beginners.
It's like your microphone realized something was really, really loud, and now it's trying to compensate for it.
Go lay down. All right, now I'm dropping shit. Hashtag dropping
She
shit.
got excited.
Yeah.
It's picked you back up. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah.
Your microphone was like, nope, that's busting through people's eardrums. Let's turn it down.
Hell yeah.
That was actually not bad though. That could have been much worse.
Yeah.
You know, like we have the episode with the curtain.
Oh yeah, the curtain come down one.
Are you
one
live right now?
Oh shit! Yeah, we are. We are live. We have the guys from West Virginia right here. Why? What do you need?
Will you be done by 4:30?
Probably.
Okay. Because I practice at 4:30.
Well, that doesn't mean I'm gonna bring you to practice. It just means I won't be live at 4:30.
Well, could you bring me to practice, please?
Probably.
All right.
There we go. Family duties.
Yeah, gotta love it.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess that explains. I understand the whole point of trying to be a neutral field for both of you,
Yeah.
as opposed to maybe one channel benefiting more than the other. But I feel like, the vape team's a collab channel.
Yeah.
That's a collab channel between the three of them.
Right.
I get the concept. I
Right.
feel like when you want something new, and already Jonesy's is still kind of new too, but you got that base to where it might have picked up traction quicker, and then you could have transplanted it to a new channel eventually.
Yeah. That we did. We were planning on doing that. It just we ended up doing this first. I honestly couldn't really.
Dude, we need
I
now.
wish we had a good reason why.
We need a brain behind
just
this team now, because apparently I'm like the communications guy. We need to bring a brain on board.
You can be the tech closet.
Yeah.
Like I call it, because I got at work we have what we call a tech room where all of our servers and shit is, and that's the tech closet. So you can be, if we have problems, we got to fix it. We go to the tech closet. So Jonesy is now AKA the tech closet. He fixes everything.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But it has been a blast, though. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of brought a little, like for me, I was getting a little bit burnt out too with my channel. I'd slowed down a lot these past few months, just because work's picked up. Normally I laid off through the winter months.
Look at me, dude. I was doing 5 videos a week, 4 or 5 videos a week, and like mid-December, I just kind of fell off.
It just
Well,
does that, like it does do that.
5 is
Well, it's not even that I was bored with the channel or not wanting to do videos. It's just I explained it in my live blog there last week was lack of products, lack of things that interest me, lack of just things that motivated me to want me to do something. So in the span of that past 4 or 5 months, I put videos up on shit that I've liked and that I was excited about doing. Of course, the Clone Show still does. Whenever I post the Clone Show up, Clone Show is my most popular fucking thing on the channel to begin with.
Dude, people
which
love clone reviews, man.
It's a nice avenue for some people to look at, and most of my, I say 70-80% of items on the Clone Show are requested items. So, because I don't spend time, I don't know, like these high-end mods across the world, like Filipino mods and all that shit. I don't know the names of them. So when I see something to clone, I don't have a clue what the fuck it is to begin with. And then when someone suggests something to me, I'll look it up, and then I'll find out this thing's like $6 for an addy. Like, what? $700 or whatever for the no way.
Yeah,
so
really made a solid gold, man. Even then.
Well, even the Purge Slam piece right here, put it up there about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And even though Purge knocked on me and tried to strike me out on the butterfly on the Pandora Mac, they kept putting counterfeit claims on my video, and YouTube kept taking them down. I kept disputing them, and after the 3rd time, I was like, "Listen, this is the final time when I should have to do this shit. A clone is not a counterfeit. I'm not trying to pass it off as an authentic, so therefore it cannot be a counterfeit.
Right.
And I said, please stop this from happening on this video. After the third review, they haven't been able to do anything since. They tried to do something on the purge slam piece. Didn't let them go through. So now I got this other purge. I'm just a fuck purge, okay?
Yeah.
This thing right here, this slam piece, is $400 on 8V. $400 anywhere for the slam piece.
What?
$389. $400. You pay $25 for this thing, and it's a good quality it's a good quality clone. Now I get the hardcore vapors out there. And this right here, of course, is the Pandora, the purge. Now the only difference between any of these purges, except for the slam piece, is the design on the outside. Fire button's the same. The fucking hybrid connection is the same. Everything's the same. The vent holes are the same. Everything is the same except for the design they put on the outside of the tube. You know, it's all the same. All the fucking same. So, but people, they want everybody to spend $400. And I get the people, the real hardcore enthusiasts that want to support American made, want to support American made, want to support these local companies, want to pay $400 for a tube. Fine. If you want to do that, go right ahead. Ain't no one stopping.
That's it.
But there are people that's not going to do it. They want a decent priced object. So it's kind of similarly look like what they want, but they don't want to spend that kind of money for it.
Yep.
If I can provide that option to someone to an item that's safe and a fraction of the cost, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I still do clones, man. Because it's people have asked me. I've had companies say they weren't going to work with me because I do clone videos, but the bottom line is, I know I myself can't afford a $400 tube or any kind of $400 mod for that matter. And so, you know, screw that. If there is a cheaper option out there, people deserve to see what the quality of it is. And nowadays, clones are getting a lot better than they once. When I first started, clones were horrendous. You know, it was terrible. But now they're a lot better. You know, there's so many different options too.
It's not so much that I don't want to spend the $400 on the tube. It's that I don't have the $400.
That's it.
And this Kennedy clone is fucking dope.
They are. My Kennedy is there. I wish I had brought it. It's very nice.
That's right, Lawless. You support your wallet. That's right.
Yeah.
What your wallet is what you do.
And it doesn't matter if you're vaping on a $20 tube, a $400 tube, as long as you ain't smoking. That's the bottom line, you know. And
now I will say that I haven't done any reviewer items on the clone show. I feel like, not even a thing of respect, it's just I feel like $30-$40 doesn't really warrant a clone. Even though I had the Aquitas clone, I have the Drop Dead clone. I got the Drop Dead clone right here.
Yeah.
I didn't even do the Drop Dead review because I don't like the damn thing. I was so surprised I did not like the Drop Dead after loving the Rabbit and liking the Drop.
Yeah.
Put them together, I thought it was going to be perfect. I didn't like the Drop Dead. Couldn't get much flavor from it. No, not at all.
See,
The Rabbit's better.
I like the Rabbit, then the Drop Dead, then the Drop, because I liked the Drop's idea. I just didn't like the airflow on it. And I thought that the Drop Dead was a little bit better, but I still thought the Rabbit was the best out of the three.
Rabbit was the best for sure, and I didn't like the Drop as much as everybody else. Like I said, I liked it, but I really liked the Rabbit, but I just didn't like the Drop Dead.
Yeah.
Didn't. I mean, it's in there on my computer desk. I don't know. People like what they like. You know, everything we do as reviewers is our opinions. So if you love something, but I say I don't like it, then I mean, hey, I'm not knocking you.
No, you're knocking. You know, your state.
I'm just saying it's not for me. I'm not even saying it's bad. It's just not for me. So, but if I'm like on the fence of whether I could go either way with it, I'll do a review on it. At the end of the video, I'll say, well, it's just not for me. I probably won't use it after this show or something. But if it's something that I just like outright, I'm not even going to show it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Which is also why, after companies might send you shit right off the bat, but if you don't review every single item they sent you, they won't send you anything else. But I'm telling you, you may or may not get a video in the email. You may or may not get a video on this product.
Yeah.
You agree to these terms by sending it to me.
That's it.
I'm up front from the beginning, but I don't give a shit about that. I mean, I've spent plenty of money. I still buy shit. I'm like I said,
Yeah.
I don't bother
I
me.
get
Everybody,
sent shit
I'm not
a
team free
lot.
shit. I mean, if you want to send me something, sure, but I'm not team free shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. I got some companies that like I got 4 or 5 different places that routinely send me shit. Some places, send me shit sometimes and don't other times. And there's still stuff that I buy as well because there's things. A lot of times, the stuff I really really want, I don't get sent. You know what I mean? So I'll
Yeah, that's kind of the way it happens, right? The shit you really want, you don't get it.
yeah. So I'll end up buying that, and then if I love it, I review it. If I don't, sometimes I don't. Like I never reviewed the Equitas. I wasn't a fan.
Which one is that?
It's by Ambition Vapor, and it's a dual review I did with
Oh
Country
yeah.
Livin. It just I didn't care for it.
Didn't care for it.
And,
I mean, it was. One thing I did say good about that thing is it's a cloud chucker from hell. So for cloud comp, have at it. But for flavor,
well, and you could change the, you could use slam
top to
caps.
bottom airflow, yeah.
Yeah, you could swap your shit.
It wasn't all bad, but it's all about flavor when you're at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm a flavor guy. I gotta have the flavor. If it's not there, it ain't
If not, you might as well smoke a cigarette.
there you go. you know.
I want both. I like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But I think I haven't announced it yet, and there's only a few in here right now, so it won't be that big of a let ball, but I am going to go ahead and do a little announcement here. I haven't even, Queefus, you're right, Buckeye. I am going to make a small announcement for people that see this. Thursday the 2nd. You've heard of Team Goonies. You've seen me advertise Team Goonies forever. Yeah. Team Goonies is just basically in my group and a couple of my admins, and we're just good friends. We build, we DIY. It's just a fucking DIY niche of friends. I have been wanting to do a live stream. I've thought about it for the past 2 years of being on YouTube. I've been wanting to commit to a live stream, but I haven't been able to. Finally, I've got those two fuckers to commit to it, and myself. So Thursdays at 7 p.m. is going to be Team Goonies Live.
Hell yeah. Nice, dude.
Nice.
You all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first on the Cloud Connection.
Oh, yeah, we can take credit for that.
Y'all hear it?
Yeah,
that's baller.
I'm just saying.
It's going to be myself, the Vaping Buckeye, which is in chat, and Micah DIY Hicks off of Instagram.
Nice.
Micah's
Hell
going
yeah,
to come my little reviews so people know him that follow my channel. But Micah doesn't do YouTube unless I drag him into a video.
Hell yeah.
Some really crazy thoughts and angles that he looks at items different than I do. So that's the whole point of the dual review initially, was because we don't all look at shit the same way. We don't all look for the same shit, the same things that are wrong with, the same things that you like. Yeah. Everybody's different. And I thought having a couple of opinions on one item would make the viewer a little more easier for them to make their decision based on what we both say. Now, if we're both in 100% agreement, then it makes it easier for the person. But if we both have different suggestions or likes and dislikes, that'll kind of give the other person the perspective from two different people. So that was the idea of the door review to begin with.
That is cool. It's like going to watch two different reviews.
Oh yeah.
But you
Get them on the same page.
Yeah, that's cool. We
Hell
always
yeah,
talk
dude.
about doing stuff like that, and then we don't.
Yeah.
Why not? Do it.
Hell yeah, dude. That's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be at a good time too.
Yeah, it's going to be about just about an hour. It's about it. So I got to work Friday morning. So,
Yeah.
and there's probably going to be some weeks to where Micah can't make it, but because of his work schedule. But for every week, even if it's just me, that's spots. 7 p.m. is Thursday is about the spot that doesn't step on anybody's toes.
Yeah. That's a hard.
That I really give a shit about. Put it that way. I'm not saying there's nobody streaming at that time, but nobody that in my world streams at that time.
Right.
And that's the hardest part sometimes too. There's so many fucking
Yes.
people, and you gotta, like there's some people like you said you could give 2 fucks about, and then there's other people like you don't want to step on their toes and try to,
7's good too. I'm still awake.
When I found the Wednesday night slot, that was a hard slot to find at the time. There was people going on at the hour afterwards and the hour before.
That's why I was rocking the morning show for so long.
Weekends are good because it's pretty well free game on the weekends.
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about it, and they mentioned they were going to do a show at a particular time on the weekends that seemed to be wide open for them. Like, hey, go have at it, man. I probably won't be awake to see it, but
Hell yeah.
I sleep in on Saturdays, which I tried to. See. I didn't sleep in yesterday, and I tried to today, but I woke up at like 8:30 after going to bed at like 2. Lord have mercy, I'm not awake. I wanted to sleep in, but I can't.
Yeah, 8:30. That's definitely fucking sleeping in late.
I'm the same way. I just can't sleep.
Well, for me these days, because I'm usually my alarm set for 6:15 every morning.
6:15. Sleeping
Yeah.
in.
I get up at 4.
I ain't doing all that shit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got-
You get up
normally-
at 4. I drive by your house at around 10:04.
Normally I get up at
Or
like
by your street, because
on a
I get
normal-
my coffee.
like if I wasn't on this job I'm on now, I'd be getting up at like closer to 5. But this job, you have to be in Burlington at a certain time, so I got to get up, get in early, get everything prepped, get it all loaded, and get the fuck out of there, and get to Burlington, you know, on time.
You love Burlington, Phil. You love it.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got pretty much a decent schedule. 2 Jews, 1 Nazi. What's up, buddy?
Oh,
Shout outs.
shit.
Shout
Hey.
outs.
So for 20 years, I've driven a taxi, 12 to 14 hour days. I drove a cab, but my hours weren't set. It was like either early morning, late night. I didn't ever know when I was going. Whenever my phone rang is when I worked.
Yeah.
I did railroads, so you never know if these will come out at 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, 2 o'clock, 4 p.m., 10 p.m., midnight. You just never knew. So, but when you get one of those crews, you're with them for 12 plus hours every time. So I didn't know when to sleep or when I could sleep. So most of the time I would sleep in the cab while we're loading the train up a coal mine somewhere. That's where I would sleep in my car. But so that was my life for 20 years. But about a year ago, I just got tired of driving. I just got tired of driving, and I quit. A few weeks later, they called me back, asked me if I wanted to come work in the office. I worked in the dispatch office. I worked 410s, and for a few months, and then got a promotion. Now I'm the office manager. I'm the dispatch manager. So I never really wanted to leave the business. I just wanted to get out of the cab. So which is what. But now I've pretty much got a 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. So I don't have to get up super early or stay out super late. So I get up at 6:15, 6:30, and take me an hour or so to get moving, and then as long as I'm in the office by 9 or so, and then I'm good to go. So I pretty much got a banker schedule now, which is perfect. You know,
That is nice.
I mean, after 20 years, it's about time, right?
Yeah, I'd say you put your time in.
Yeah.
No
So-
shit.
Hell yeah.
But I've been in that
Cool,
position
though,
now.
driving a cab and meeting all the fuck. You must have met like a bunch of weird ass fucking people driving a cab.
Oh well, hell, I mean, you know, you just gotta be weirder than they are, or crazier than they are, you know, depending on, or make them believe you're crazier than they are.
No shit.
Dude, yeah.
So I never had a whole lot of problems.
That would be crazy.
But you know, on the opposite side of that is where I have been in my cab for that long, and when you haul the public, your initial reaction is don't take shit, fuck you. I can't be that way in an office setting. So my initial reaction now, there's a filter between the brain mouth that I've never had, that I'm still learning to develop, because my first thought cannot come out of my mouth. It just can't. It does still, and they get mad at me, but getting off it.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I struggle
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah. Sometimes it is hard to keep your mouth shut, you know.
Yeah, it is. I'm learning still. I still struggle with not being able to get my first thought out, and I've got to get it out, but I've got to word it differently and I got to use the inside voice, which I'm not very good at.
No.
Not to mention I'm loud to begin. My voice just carries. It just carries through 15 walls. You'll hear me.
No
It's not
shit.
because I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm not trying to be loud or nothing like that. But you know, I'm not. It's
Dude,
just
that's that country fucking just that like beller and shit.
Hell yeah.
get it out of here. Here.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'll be honored, Rick.
Yeah. When we were talking about who we should have for our first guest, I said Country Livin. I saw your video that you had made about, coming back, and, you've been pretty much not doing much for a while, and here's why and stuff. And I said, I know I could talk to Country. I know I could get him on. It'd be great to have him as our first guest.
Of course, man. We homies.
Hell yeah, man.
We
I
fucking
think you
homies.
knew that he would probably tolerate that debacle best, is what you knew.
Yeah. If we're 35 minutes late, he won't think anything of it.
I did message him today and say, look, normally we're a little bit late. So.
I mean, as soon as I saw that, I just started laughing. I just said, I just knew it, but because I got to go to the office here in a little bit because I rushed out of the office Friday, and I forgot a couple. Well, I didn't forget. I just didn't do it. Yeah. I gotta go to the office here in a little while just to get that shit done for the week. But I'm in no hurry. I can get in there anytime. As long as I'm there before in the morning, I can get that shit done. No problem.
Oh yeah, I had to.
But another great thing too about my new job. I live from my front door to my office door is 1.2 miles from my house.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about 10 minutes in the car.
I got about a 25-minute drive, but I got a company truck too, so that's baller. But the bad thing about having a company truck is they're like, oh, buy some spray paint on your day off and go ahead and paint your truck because you ain't got nothing better to do. So.
Well, that's funny that you mentioned that too. When I was in the cab came home with me.
Yeah.
And every now and then I get neighbors knocking on my door. I had to tell them, listen, if my cab is here, I'm off fucking duty. I'm sleeping.
It's crazy. I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess so. I mean, it's my day off. I kind of did have plans, but whatever.
No, I'm like, call dispatch. They'll take care of you. My cab is here. I am home, and I am not available.
See, in the wintertime, it's handy because I got four-wheel drive, and if I do go off, they'll call a wrecker. It's on them, and so it's handy. But.
Same thing with my truck. Well, it's not four-wheel drive, but if I go off the road, I know they'll call a wrecker because they let me know it costs $1,006 to get that truck ripped out of the ditch.
It's a great thing about a company vehicle. If you get stuck up and it's nothing that not your fault.
Yeah.
Then you pay the expense.
The hard part's just sitting there waiting. I suck at waiting. I lost my clutch once and I sat on the side of the road for 6 hours. Yeah. At first it was like, oh, this is cool. People are awake and I'm texting, and then everybody else goes to work. And you're just fucking sitting there like waiting. And he shows up and he's like, oh, I can't fix it. We got to get a tow truck. And I'm like, well, no shit. The clutch is gone. He said, well, it's going to be a couple more hours. Cool.
Hey, have you seen my custom finished Cricket V2?
Dude, that is nice.
This was a stainless steel, all silver, but I got a follower up in Pennsylvania. He does powder coating.
Nice.
I sent it to him, and he powder coated it for me.
Dude, that is nice. I still don't have that mod yet. I've been meaning to get that.
You got a Cricket V2?
I've been meaning to get one.
I got 2 Cricket V1s.
Yeah, I got one of them. I want the variable voltage one.
Of course, Cricket V2.
Yeah.
And people don't really notice. Some people don't really notice that this is the Luxottic NC. People don't understand the NC is Noisy Cricket V3.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that when I almost got it. But I had my other Luxottic friggin'.
This resin came with J-Bo's last project, and the Luxottic is really nice. It's good. I mean, I feel like in parallel mode, I don't get as much power as the V2. I feel like it's got some voltage loss.
Yeah.
But series mode works fine.
Nice. See, I never got that one because my other Luxottic friggin' blew up on me. my single battery squonker did. And so I was going, that was like next on my list, and so I was like, wait a minute, maybe I should hold off. But I definitely want to get the V2. The V2 has been something that's been on my list for a long fucking time.
Actually, the Vapen Buckeye in chat, he gave this to me because like this is like in the beginning or early in my days when we kind of met and all that shit. Is is that he was scared of it. He was scared of mechanicals, or not really mechanical. No, hold up. No, he sent me the cricket, the black cricket, the black one, because he was scared of mechanicals. So, because I had the cricket V2 already, he sent me the V1 with that rocker style shit, and I had some issues. But you can get a cricket V1 right now. I think off 8-bait. They still have them on sale for $5.
$5, right?
Oh,
can,
no
if
shit.
they still have,
if you go to like the Fat Daddy Vapes website,
They
you can buy the
have-
upgraded buttons and the bases for it, and it's a much better device.
really, see, I never put any aftermarket parts on it.
Yeah,
I made
cheap.
them.
They're like $10, something like that for the kit. It's like an upgrade kit, and it makes it a much better device.
Yeah.
That was a one thing. That was the first series box I ever got. Was the Noisy
That's
Cricket.
the one that caught on fire, right?
No,
No.
This one was just a series box. It just had a shitty switch.
Yeah, the switch would stick and all that shit, and you'd have to tear your Addy off or something.
Yeah.
Which is this brand new one I got. I never had that issue at all with the black one, the original.
Yeah.
But where it's so long, I tried to build it one day. It's all kind of sealed shut with juice gunk and all that. I'm an over gripper, so all the juice just kind of, I didn't clean it before I put it away, so it's all seized up. So I went ahead, I found that one $5 on the 8-bit, so I went ahead and bought that. As soon as I got it, I put a build in it, and the fucking button stuck on the first fire.
Yeah.
I thought my initial reaction was to throw it across the room, and I was like, I was like, hold up, I'm in my house, so I had to quickly turn off the goon, the OG goon. I had to quickly unscrew that bitch.
Them buttons, mine, when I first got it, my button worked perfect. And then after like a week or so, something got in there and then it just would stick and stick.
Yeah.
I ended up friggin' not using it for a long time. But
If
those
you hear
buttons
some
are
old
nice.
schoolers talk about it, they'll tell you it's a great vape, but it's the scariest vape they've ever had, too.
Yeah,
You don't know what you're getting every time you push the button.
that's it. You don't know what you're gonna get. I've got other series boxes that I like that are way different feeling. That thing hits hard as fuck too. You know.
Another thing on that, I like, my Dreamer stack. I got a triple PWM series box model that was made here custom locally for me. But another thing about the Cricket V1 is where the battery slots, the AT650s, if you use rewraps, the rocker system won't work as well because the rewraps are that much thicker than the OEM.
Yep.
So there's no movement for the battery to go up and down.
Yep. Dude,
crazy.
I picked the Dreamer up at NVE in the Ardent. Rocking that.
I think I'm gonna order the Ardent tomorrow. I've been talking about it forever because I got the Dreamer stack here. I mean, I got another Dreamer.
Every piece of the Dreamer as well. You have to.
I don't got the stack piece for it,
That was
but the
silliest
Ardent,
thing.
you can unscrew the base of the Ardent and the top of the Dreamer and screw them together for true hybrid mode, dude, and it's so nice.
It's like the Colbert and the broadside.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep, just like that, and it's really nice.
It is pretty sick.
I had a copper Dreamer. It was black, but the paint started coming off, so I sanded it all the way off. So I did a patina job on it, and it looks really, really sexy. But I can't.
Dude, I
It's
started
around.
chipping the
This is
circuit,
where it's at.
whatever it is. Yeah. Dude, I getting this fucking top cap out yesterday.
Well, it's got
Couldn't
the tolerance
fucking-
on that Bonza. Ooh, look at that patina, man. That's
What?
nice.
Yeah, this is on a broadside.
That's really nice.
Almost like tie-dye.
Yeah.
Speckled or
Like
I want to do it again. I want to do it again, but I'm going to take it off and do it. I want to get more blues in it, more of the Titanic patina blue.
Oh yeah.
So the max.
Dude,
PM.
crossed organically perfectly for the podcast.
But I want to do it on my authentic one. I think doing it on my authentic one might be better off, probably better copper. So I didn't want to do it on my authentic first until I learned the technique.
Hell yeah.
I should get
So-
more copper and brass stuff, I guess.
The patinas are really nice on some of them.
I always just get black shit.
I've had some that patina.
You know what's crazy? Is I've heard when I was getting into patina and copper and brass and all that shit, and I heard people say the reason they didn't get copper and brass is because the smell. At the time when I was hearing that shit, I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no smell to me.
Yeah.
But I have learned, once that factory clear coat comes off, your hands fucking stink.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
This man Jam Route 6 right here. This is a 26 650 authentic mod. The warhead on top of it.
Nice. That's a beast.
Cool.
This is brass. That's a natural
Smell
patina.
test.
Just it's a fucking monster. It is. But when that clear coat from the factory comes off after you use it for a while, it just the brass and copper just fucking stinks. So
See, I've had some copper that, like, when you vape it, it affects your vape. You can taste it, you know, and it's. I don't mind as long as that doesn't happen.
To the inside of this, if it gets dirty enough.
Yeah, usually, if it's like an RDA, like I had a bad Kennedy clone that was copper.
Yeah, same thing. If that one gets dirty enough.
Oh yeah, just bad flavor.
well, I bought the Goon 25 in the special edition. It was the copper. I wanted it just because it's authentic, of course. I wanted it just because it was copper, and I wanted to go in a good copper mod. But the vape sucks on a copper. I don't like the copper deck, but I got it because I needed to have a complete Goon collection. I've got an authentic collection of Goons right over here, top caps and other shit. I got all of them. I got every Goon except for the TIAB, which is the same thing as 1.5 but titanium top cap. So I'm not worried about that. So I even had a Goon stand made from 3D. Jesse from Stand Up 3D. I sent him a CAD file that I made, and he printed it out for me. Nice. And I got a custom Goon stand for my Authentics and all that shit. So, but yeah, I wish I would have got stainless steel for the 25, which I think I'm going to buy one because you can get them on a couple other sites now for like $30, $35. Authentics. I'm going to give you a stainless steel one so I can use it more.
Yeah, and it looks good too in stainless steel. Yeah, my clone is stainless steel, and it looks nice.
The what?
My Goon
5, yeah.
Yeah, that one's decent.
It's stainless steel. It looks fucking badass.
I'm just not a biggest fan of that, the way that slides on with the Altum. There's always juice leaking out.
It's a top cap heat preventer, pretty much all it is. Yeah. Just versus heat. I mean, I don't like the way the Altum looks inside the airflows, but
hard to tell.
Performance, it's a Goon, so I'm a Goonie, baby.
See, my biggest thing was you couldn't see, like, unless you had, like, if you had a light on or something, but you couldn't really see where the airflow was. That was the hardest part for me.
Right, you can't. You're right, because it's like see-through once it gets wet.
Yeah. So once you got juice on, you couldn't tell.
Top cap off, and then push it down to where you know the holes are.
Every time,
but it did give good fucking flavor, and you can put chunky ass shit in that motherfucker.
True enough.
And I like the way the posts are on it, where the Allen keys are inset like that.
Yeah. So it's basically, you know, if you just want to use it for Instagram pics, that could be your deck for Instagram pics.
Yeah, it's great for that.
True enough.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I've been slacking on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like I'm done with it, but I'm not.
I'll go like a week without posting on there, and then I'll post a few.
What happened?
Let me ask y'all a question. Right now, at this point on April 28th, what's your favorite setup?
Whoa!
Favorite setup, I guess, from what I would have to say.
Favorite whatever. What's your, like, right now, you grab before anything else?
I gotta say, the Zenith, the very first Zenith by iJoy, and then my Reload RTA. Normally, that's what I'm rocking together.
Zenith or Captain?
The Zenith. The Zenith triple battery.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
This is the setup don't fucking break the Reload. This is the setup I normally rock all day, every day. Just like that.
There.
This mod is probably 2.5 years old, and I've used it almost every day.
So that's Old Faithful, huh? That's the one you go to every day.
Yeah, triple battery, but it's just easy, reliable, great fire button, and the fire button was getting all fucked up, and I thought I was going to have to replace it. I took it apart, and the screws were loose, tightened it back up, boom, back in business. And the Reload is just the best flavor tank, and it's got the convenience of a tank. If I didn't work construction, I'd probably vape an RDA, but this is close to RDA flavor. That's my Old Faithful all day, every day banger setup.
So what about you, Jonesy?
Wicked. Well, it switches, because when I go to work, I usually have this Dove Po variable voltage box with like the Dead Rabbit or
I got one of those.
the Zeus X on it or something like that. But then when I get home, I grab like the Bonza kit or the Kennedy or a lot of times this cool badass Nintendo Series box. In this Baron, I love the
Okay,
Baron
so
RDA.
you're a mech user.
Yeah, the second I get home, I just can't bring them to work in the truck
Right.
unless
I
somebody
get
comes
that.
out with like a foolproof
I still
ceasefire button.
what I do them up, but I don't make them as much as I used to.
What
Sweet.
about you? What's your favorite?
I'm a stalker. I mean, up until this past week or so,
I
I've
can
been
answer that question.
this is what I've been carrying for over the past week and a half.
It's his daily carry. I saw that in the vlog.
Nice.
Look, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many. Oh, not off, you rat bastard. I've got 2, 3. No, how? 1, 2, 3. What did Mercy have? Oh yeah, these 2 buttons. I haven't. Oh my God, it's locked as well. How do I do this again?
Dude, this is just like the Zoom debacle.
Dude, I love
Can
my
you see
freaking topside duel, man.
Can you see what that number says?
Holy shit.
Damn.
22,291?
Yes. Yes. In what, 3 months? This has been my daily forever. Like I said, up until last week when I got the Profile Unity, because I wanted to give it a good solid week, but I've just enjoyed it, and that's what it's been. So now this, my review went up yesterday for this. There you go, baby. What we got?
Oh, it won't focus. It's got 1,000 something. Not there yet.
You got that in. When did we go?
I got this at NVE. I picked the topside duel up at NVE.
Oh, speaking of MVE, you're in Maine. You're in Vermont, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to get to Long Island?
A few hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't know.
Where is that?
Why don't y'all take a road trip? Why don't y'all take a road trip? We meet up in Nassau Coliseum on July 13th and 14th.
That's the one? That's the next NVE, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is.
I think we were planning.
My birthday is July 12th.
I think we're planning on going.
Are you? I'm planning on going too. I'm going to fly out. Leave out here on Friday, maybe Thursday. I'm gonna stay at the Marriott there in Long Island, which is right across the street from Nassau Coliseum.
Oh yeah.
So
That's about 6 hours.
6-hour drive.
if I decide to drive, it's like 7 hours, 8 hour drive for me.
Yeah.
But I can fly for like less than $300 round trip.
No shit. Fucking A.
That's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm a big dude too, so I might have to buy 2 seats.
Yeah.
Wonder if we can Amtrak that bitch.
We'll have to look into travel because I don't know about driving that far. Even if we swapped out driving, it'd still be a task. But I think
You know what?
we were talking
Man,
about going anyways. We had a blast.
First, leave your house at 10 o'clock. Be there about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. We'll meet up for dinner. I'll have the room. I can crash in the same fucking room I'm in.
Fuck yeah.
I'll get a double bed. One of you sleep on the couch unless y'all want to share a bed.
No.
I fart and snore, so get used to that.
Yeah. Well, you'll get that, you know. No, dude. Yeah, I think we were playing out. We went to this last one. It was a fucking blast. We made a lot of good connections, and we got to meet a shitload of cool people. And so I think it definitely was in the cards to go.
Yeah, I want to go to this one.
Me and I follow.
Yeah, I'm just like Jonesy. You're going, and he's like, oh, okay.
Phil usually makes an announcement, and I'm like, I can't let him down.
I already announced it to everybody on my YouTube channel
Yeah, that's
that
like
you're going as well.
The whole world.
So
I mean, I've been to a couple of the Midwest Expo ones, and it's just a smaller show. You know, over in Ohio and Indiana, I've been to those, and meet some people that more in my region of the country, which is cool and all, sure. But I've been all over the country in general throughout my life, but I haven't been to the Northeast, so I've never been to New York. So it's in Uniondale, New York's where it is.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my birthday trip. I'm going to take my vacation that week, take about 10 days, spend a few days in New York, come back home, maybe even go somewhere else that rest of that week. But I want to swing by there for a day or two and then figure out what the rest of my trip's going to be like.
Oh yeah. See, I've never been there, and I've been to different parts of New York, but I've never been there. Like I said, it was a fucking blast, dude. And we didn't meet half the people we wanted to meet, you know. And so this time we're hoping to meet everybody.
This one's not gonna be.
Yeah.
It's
We got to
not
meet
gonna be
Nathan
as
Bogan though.
big.
That was cool.
Yeah, I knocked that stranger almost on his
Yeah,
ass.
we'd been looking for him like all day. We'd seen him from a distance a lot, and then all of a sudden he was right over here, and friggin' Jonesy takes off running and almost tramples over this other guy who was right there.
I tripped over that guy
Yeah.
sitting on the fucking ground, and I got over there and I couldn't talk. I'm like, "Excuse me, Mr. Bogan."
He was cool though.
He was like, "What?"
Yeah, I watched your vlog. You didn't do as much as the recordings I was hoping you was going to do.
I know, like I gotta have someone there to record me because it's so hard to focus on getting a good shot because I had so much more footage than that, but a lot of it was just so poorly shot and shaky, and or the audio because the loudness of the place. I need a better vlogging setup and someone to shoot me, I think, or
Yeah.
at least one of those setups where I can just hold it and I don't have to worry about shit because it's such a pain in the ass.
But your wife was there, right?
Yes, my wife was there.
Give her the camera.
You know, like, my, I had said, you know, honey, I think you could go ahead. You could do some vlog, and she said, She said, no, we're vlogging together, and I'm not holding the camera. So I said, okay, honey. That was basically how that went.
See,
Well, if you just said, "Here, record this," it might have went out better.
Paid job we have to fill.
Yeah. But my wife, she did not want to do the camera work.
Dude, that's kind of growing on me, that mango.
But it was definitely a blast, though. I mean, and we got to do some gambling after too. I'd never been to a casino ever, and I'm fucking
Really?
35 years old. Never been to a casino, and went in there. We won a shitload of money, and then we lost some money, and then yeah, my wife won a shitload of money and ended up keeping it. That was cool.
You ever seen this?
Is that the Tesla? Or, no, that's the
a
Rouleau.
jet bomb.
That's the
That's
limited
like
edition copper.
wicked.
I've seen that before. Is that the DNA?
DNA. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, that's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
It's like a 200 and something.
I forgot I had it until like a minute ago. I looked up there. I'm like, "Hey, I haven't used that."
I don't think I would forget having that.
That's a limited edition Rouleau DNA 200 watt. Or is that the 250?
250. Yeah.
Nice. So it's got to be pushing $300 for that son of a bitch.
I agree with Lawless. You need to crack that whip, Phil. But woman, hold the camera.
If the next video I have a black eye, it's because I told a woman to hold the camera.
I'm thinking a 70-watt triple battery model will probably last me 3 days.
Hell yeah. The battery life on the DNAs is really good. And the E-Scribe, once you figure it out, it's not that bad, you know.
I've got this DNA 250. I've got a HC Sakar VI75 DNA 75C. I've got the Lost Fate Mirage DNA 75C, and I've got the Lost Fate Paranormal DNA 250C. I had the Therion DNA 166, but I wound up giving that to Bacon Buckeye for last year's birthday present.
Nice.
Which he don't use anymore.
Oh,
He's in check.
Oh,
I don't know why.
shit.
He just likes his other thing better for some reason. Crackhead. That's why. It's crackhead. I got these scrap and all that shit. I don't know 100%, but I know enough to where I put my own themes on them and shit. So
Hell yeah.
we got a whole Team Goonies theme that's available for download. People who want DNA 250 or DNA 75 C and original.
Dude, the themes are really cool on that too. They're easy to make too. Like I made one
Yeah.
for myself, and then somebody who watches my videos made one for me and sent. Theirs was so much better, but it's not that hard to do. It just takes some practice, you know. It's really, they were,
That's right. You say, Law says, tell her if she wants some loving later, she needs to hold the damn camera.
hell yeah. Yeah,
She got
see,
to earn the pipe.
dude, there was a couple of times where I bumped into people and I just didn't even think to put it in the vlog where, and it's like, dude, I'm such a terrible YouTuber. Even after 3 years of doing YouTube and shit, like, I ran into some dude, that VT vape guy, and I should have pulled the camera out right then and said, what's up, and I totally did not.
No, you did not.
The other day, actually, I was in a store and I ran into Matt Hemingway, a longtime viewer, and
I saw that post.
Camera? No, I did not.
No, you
I saw that post in your group. I saw it. You mentioned that.
But that was a like a surreal experience for me because I don't feel like the people I meet they really like me and shit like that. I just feel like a dude. And
It feels weird, don't it? It does feel weird.
It does.
I mean, it makes you feel good, but at the same time, you're like, dude, me and you.
Yeah, it's a surreal fucking feeling, man, and I think after, I've gone through it a few times, and I think it'll be a little better in the future with it, but it definitely, the first few times it happens is like, wow, man. And some of the people you meet, like, you really affect their life, like I had one person that I ran into in a Walmart, and they were like, dude, I saw your video on the smoke stick or whatever, and I bought one, and I have never smoked since, and oh my god, thank you, I feel like you saved my life, shit like that, and it's definitely fucking surreal, man. And that's what makes you do what you do,
My brain kind of works weird. Is all of a sudden I'll look around, I'm like, ooh, squirrel. So my brain bounces from topic to topic. But if I don't ever mention it, I'll forget all about it. I noticed you put a post on the gram this morning with a hybrid coil from what's his face in the Wasp Nano RTA.
Yep.
You've had the Nano RTA for a little while now, right?
Yep.
Or that wasn't your first build today. You've been using it, right?
Yes.
I can't get a lick of flavor out of this sumbitch.
Oh,
and I love the RDA.
Oh, no shit.
I'm not the only one I've heard say this either, but are you getting any flavor from it?
I don't want to spoil the review too much, but what I'll say is my opinion ain't that far away from what yours is right now. So.
Yeah, and I've delayed. I took a poll on YouTube there last week asking 5 list of items. What do you want to see next? And this is the one that people wanted to see.
Everyone wants to see.
But I'm still kind of experimenting. I'm trying to get better flavor out of it. I've put multiple builds in it. I've been re-wicking multiple times. Yep. I haven't got to it. And I don't want to put a review up and say that to people for somebody who's waiting for my opinion, whether they want to spend $25 for this or not. I don't want to ruin someone's expectations.
Right. Dude.
I just can't figure it out. And I've heard other people say the same thing. But I've also heard some people say they're getting amazing flavor from it. I'm like, wait, really? What?
I've put, 6 different builds in it. And I've tried the Old Faithful, Alien. I've tried smaller coils, parallel coils. This is kind of like my last ditch. I throw this in when I'm not getting nothing off of nothing else, and I throw my Clean AF hybrid in there. I've had it for 6 months, and I've thrown it in 4 or 5 different single coil RDAs, RTAs, and it's always the one that if it's got something, I get it. And the hype I don't feel is like the hype is real. So.
Well,
Did you get Kylan?
It's like the Kylan too.
You got Kylan.
What? The Kylan, they're Vandivape's newest one that has the same fucking deck as the profile.
Yeah.
The one that has the flavorless V2.
Yeah, it's don't got much flavor, man.
So that's their coil, right?
What's that?
The Kylan V2, is that the mesh one from Vandivape with the...
No, it's the one with, it's got almost like a half pipe airflow, but it's honeycomb airflow.
It's the honeycomb when they're advertising, yeah. I didn't have Kylan's just because...
It's got slide top fill.
Yeah. Fucking slide top.
I don't like that slide top fill.
No. Is there batteries in that?
E-Fun Top Wasp Nano RTA 15. I bought mine from I think I paid $22 for it, but I saw it on my Via Pro earlier for like 24, 8 vape for like 24.
Yeah, mine was really cheap. Mine was like
Yeah, it's really cheap. And like I said, the Wasp Nano, I've been using it a lot when I'm dripping. I love the Wasp Nano because I wound up buying another Wasp Nano because I had a black one that I just wanted another one in this same color configuration, the stainless steel and the clear top. I wanted another RDA that looked the same so I can do some side by sides in the video. But flavor, man, I'm just not getting it.
Yeah.
Not getting it.
No.
But trust me, I'm using the same juice that I vape all the damn time. I know exactly what it's supposed to taste like. I'm using, like you said, my Alien coil. That's the best versatile all-around coil there is in the vape game. You can get high, low, you can get super sub on, or mech builds. You can get high for series builds and anywhere in between, whatever level you want. So I've tried multiple levels, going down low at higher wattage, or even going up higher for lower wattage. And hey, little pup. And I just
Ziggy always makes an appearance, whether we like it or not.
Ziggy Starlight in the fucking house.
Yeah, he likes the spotlight.
Yeah.
So
he's like, he'll hold the camera.
yeah, if we don't give him a little bit of attention, he will do bad stuff, like tear the curtains down.
Oh yeah, that fucked the light up big time, dude.
Right in the middle of a live show.
Yeah. It was like somebody cut the lights, dude. That was aggressive. Yeah. I saw that poll. He had that poll he was just talking about on his channel. I saw that's cool. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing.
The poll thing is
I'm pretty sure I was wicked late to the party, but I voted anyway.
Oh yeah. The poll thing on YouTube is a pretty good feature.
That's a cool way to get interaction with your viewers without posting a video fishing for comments.
Yeah. Throw a poll up in one
Yeah,
of your videos.
the poll thing's cool.
I like that.
I don't use it a lot, but I use it sometimes. I don't use that feature. I use mostly Instagram for shit like that, but with a group. But every now and again, because I know there's a bigger audience and more eyes see the post on the channel, so I want to know what you want to see next, and that's where I'll post it.
I like that. I'm gonna
Lawless got the bulk coming this week, and I'm pretty sure Philip's probably going to have one coming this week or next week or whatever, the next week or two. We talked about that earlier. But I got something special coming up for my bulk video whenever it happens. It'll be a couple weeks. If I get it this week, it'll probably be next week sometime after experiment with it and play with it for a while. So a couple weeks for my video will be up.
Yeah, I like to do 2 weeks, especially if it's like a rebuild. If it's a sub-ohm tank, I like to go until at least the first coil, head shits the bed. Sometimes it's a week and a half. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. Sometimes I've had one that lasted 4 weeks, but
there's also times to where you can get something, and just with experience and knowledge, you already kind of have an idea of what kind of build should work in it, how the wicking should work, and after that first install, you're like, after a couple of days, you're like, okay, I got it right the first time, so you don't have to wait a week.
Right.
There's no point in experimenting with anything else, because if that basic thing works that you did there, everything else will work too. So.
Right. And then there's other times where you get something and you'll throw Old Faithful in there and it doesn't work out, so you keep playing with it for longer,
Yeah. The biggest thing, Lawless, I liked the BFC when it came to performance, flavor-wise. The biggest thing I didn't like about it is because the bottom airflow, when you squawk, it'll come up.
Yeah.
And the same way when you drip. I'm not a big fan of bottom airflow because of that. Now, granted, the deck is the same thing in the RTA, the bulk, but where the wicks come down below where the airflow holes come under the coil, and the chamber's down lower, so the liquid can never get up above those air holes. Just can't. So the bottom airflow flavor is going to be there without the bottom airflow leaking problem.
Right. Yeah.
So I think the bulk RTA, being so big, may not have the best flavor of an RTA, probably not, but that's going to come down to coil positioning too. So if they don't have good flavor when you're right up against the airflow, raise them up, and that may increase the flavor. Since because like anything else, the longer the vapor's got to travel from the coil, the more flavor loss is going to be.
That's it. Yeah. And, I don't know. Like I've heard a lot of things saying, a lot of people say that the bulk looks all right. Some people are saying, oh, it looks like trash, and I don't know.
I
To me, it
I
looks.
was one of the people when it had red O-rings.
Yeah, yeah.
The stainless steel black looks really, really good, which is what I'll be getting. The stainless steel
The red
O-rings.
O-rings did look a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
yeah.
And it's good that he went ahead and had Omir change those things based off of community opinions.
Yeah,
Instead of saying, listen, I like red O-rings.
right.
But after it got fixed,
So deal with it.
Yeah, or be like, oh well, we'll come out with a V2, you know, or come out with a V1 that's got red O-rings and people don't like it, so they come out with a V2 special edition.
well, I mean, it's a fucking O-ring for Christ's sake. Put a couple sets of extra O-rings in the goodie bag.
There you go.
I mean, O-rings don't cost you a lot of money as a manufacturer. Just throw them in there for the person to custom. Like the one thing that Rip Trippers did good on his Pharaoh. Remember how many O-rings came in that motherfucker?
It was insane. It did.
Orange, blue, black, clear. There's a shit ton of O-rings in that bitch.
You were
Now the
set
Pharaoh
no matter
sucked.
what you wanted.
Now the Pharaoh sucked in my opinion. I didn't like the Mini or the Dual or none of that shit.
Yeah.
Or 1, 2. I didn't like it. My brother likes the Pharaoh, but for me, it wasn't me. But you had an assortment of O-rings. Pick your color combination.
I gave mine away. I didn't care for it.
The RT.
Yeah, I gave mine to my brother. He's got it. I didn't care. I gave him.
I gave the dripper tank away, and I gave the RTA away. Both.
You did give the dripper tank away to me.
You know, I was going to get the Zeus X. I really was. I like the red one. The red one just to me looks sexy as hell. That red and black one.
It
I was going
does
to
look
all
nice.
the.
You don't need
I was going
it, in my opinion.
yeah, I saw your review on it.
Yeah,
But I just waited longer and longer and longer, and now the rebirth and the bulk is here. I'm just going to get those instead.
That's I've stopped using the Zeus.
I don't bring it to work with me anymore. It's just on that device because I'm waiting to see if that device blows up.
Me
That
too.
is very, very true, Lost. Very, very true. Everything is subjective, 100%. That's why, people that follow me on my channel know these are just my opinions. I'm not trying to knock anybody else, but if I don't like something, I don't like it. If I really don't like it, I'll video for it. So, which is why I don't do videos for stuff I really don't like, is because I don't want no one to get pissed off. And I mean, I don't care if I piss anybody off.
I mean, people get really upset when they really like something and you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about pissing people off when it comes to like opinions and me talking. I don't really, it's for the sake of the channel, That's basically all it is. If you know something's going to be not received well, you just don't fucking do it.
Yep. That's it.
You got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose your
I don't
battles.
give a fuck.
So Jonesy, how long you been vaping, brother?
Oh, well, I vaped on and off for like a year or so before I found Phil, because I was just like buying shitty devices and fucking leaky sub-ohm tanks. And then I ran into Phil and he was like, oh, you should stop by. And I was like, oh, cool, this guy's going to give me all the best sub-ohm tanks ever. And that's not at all what happened. Phil sent me home with, what is it, that Pharaoh dripper, and what's the other one, the Bushido?
Yeah, the Bushido
I
RDTA.
still got him up there. Then a couple spools of wire, and then it just fucking spiraled out of control. Big time.
I had a bunch of those Bushido bitches. What was that site? They were selling them all the Bushido shit for like, I don't know, $5 or $6 or whatever. I bought like 4 different ones, and I just kind of threw them in giveaway packages as I was having them over the past couple of years. I never even opened them, never even looked at them, didn't even want to try them. I just figured how big an extra bonus in the pack, something to give somebody, I think they came in that a little bag, a little fucking. What the hell is that? Buckwheat. Is that what it is? Them bags? Like,
It's
huh?
Hemp-ish.
friggin',
It's like the Dreamer
nail twine
stack
or-
that. No, it's not quite like
It's
that.
geez.
it's like that fucking, the old bags that people did that fucking bag hop races in. Them old, fuck, is it word?
Burlap.
Burlap. There you go.
There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Burlap for the win.
Yeah, burlap. That's exactly what it was. Burlap.
4mm stagger fleece Clapton and the Zeus X getting great flavor. Sounds fucking awesome, dude. big ass coil over those dual airflows. I guarantee you're probably getting good flavor off of it.
4 millimeters.
Whoa.
Yeah, from the Zeus X. Have you did the Zeus X in a single?
I've used it in a single. I've
I
done a
did it.
3.5 of a single. I felt like I had too much airflow as a single, but
Yeah.
I didn't try 4 in it. I mean,
That's huge.
that's on the outer limits of what you can fit in that son of a bitch.
Dude, I look like a
It's
retard
so-
with that beard.
So big.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have used that word. Dude, I got this.
Hashtag live.
I was like gonna trim my beard yesterday, and I came out of the bathroom and sat down, and it was like fucking wicked uneven. And the old lady's like, "I can't even fix that, you fool." I was like, "Oh fuck my whole life,
Dude,
Dad.
I can't not have a beard.
I have to, so I'm not leaving the house for 8 weeks."
Dude, everyone
And that's
asks me,
not
"Well,
all.
what do you put in your beard?" I never ever put nothing in it, dude. I didn't
You
brush
don't?
it.
I have all kinds of shit
No,
I put
I
in
never put
mine
nothing. I just
until yesterday.
didn't touch it.
Yeah, I've been kind of trying to decide what I want to do with mine here lately. That's why it's all shaggy right now, because it's just mine gets to a point, and I don't do shit to it either. I just wash it and brush it down pretty much. But it gets to a point to where it's just like, you know. I keep saying when it gets to this point, I'm just gonna let it grow to the toes, right? Let's let it grow. ZZ Top of this bitch. But then I don't. And I keep trying to figure out how to do something new with it, but then eventually I get tired of what I see and I just get my normal trim, which I don't want to do.
Yeah,
Unless I can figure out something
I was trying
cool.
to do yesterday, just a little change up, and it turned into surprise, motherfucker, you're shaving.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah,
Whoop! Oh shit!
dude, I got this. The wife got it for me. Well, it's called like the Beard Bro, and it's you hold it up, and you're supposed to get like the lines where you hold it up. Well, I got the top jawline like perfect, but one jawline was like halfway up my cheek, and the other one was like down here on the bottom of the jawline.
Oh shit!
And there was no salvaging it.
I
Yeah. When I was married, my wife always knew when I fucked up shaving because when I'd come out with nothing on my face, because I had a beard since I was able to grow one.
yeah.
I've never been really clean shaven since then.
Exactly.
But when I was married, you knew when I come out of the bathroom, so you fucked up again, didn't you? You called me a pussy face because I look weird without hair on my face.
Me too. I was walking around all pissed off for like an hour. She's like, "You look fine." I was like, "I haven't seen my cheeks in over 7 years."
Give it a week. Take advantage while you can, because in a week, though, my cheeks will be gone again.
Yes, they will.
Fucking suck.
Oh yeah.
At least it's not like 20 below February.
Yeah, that's true. That's the worst time of year to shave. Middle of the winter time, wind just a whipping, 20 degrees below zero.
We are potentially about to have an
Oh,
issue.
Oh damn!
Get over here.
Dogs are in the back window.
Good girl. I tucked it way back to prevent an issue. See, the podcast needs to produce about $400 a month. Because we can rent a place downtown.
Dogs are getting crazy.
Shit's getting cray-cray.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, Lawless. Seems like every wife hates their men when they shave their beard off.
Yeah,
Because they look like a boy.
my old lady likes my beard, yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna get so much shit at work because I'm always telling everybody that there's a special name for people without beards, and it's women and children. And I'm gonna go in without my entire beard tomorrow and catch a wrath of shit. Be like, "Oh, you look like a woman." Yeah, I know.
I just saved the live stream right there.
Yeah, Lawless, that's why mine used to call me Babyface or Pussyface. So
Her ball was like wrapped up in one of the cables.
Oh, Jesus.
That would not have been good. She was going for it. She was going for it.
I will say, if you get a chance, pick up Profile Unity. It's
I've been looking
good.
at it.
Can you
For me-
put coils in it?
For me, the high wattage dual coil low ohm vapor, and if I'm doing this bitch on a mesh coil at 70, 75 watts, and I'm getting a satisfying. I mean, for me, it's saying a lot. It's just, I feel like it is because I've never vaped this way before. I've always been double the Vulcan wattage. You know, that's me. That's just kind of where I've always been.
Yeah.
And today, just a little while ago, I put a build in my OG goon and I put it in the parallel on the Cricket V2. This is the first time that I've dripped in probably, I don't know, a few months. Granted, I've used RDA on the top side as a squonker, but it's the first time I've sitting here dripping on and off. And these goons were my go-tos for a long. You gotta get flavor from something, go to the goon. Voila. You know?
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
You got a rework?
I've been looking at the profile Unity, thinking about it pretty hard. I tried one of the mesh RTs. I didn't care for it.
I'll try it when they're on clearance. Or
You have a rebirth,
you get one.
RDA?
What's that?
You have a rebirth, don't you?
I do not have the Rebirth RDA.
No. I thought he did too.
No, I do not. I do not.
The flavor on that beats the goon.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny because I think both of us have like had conversations with each other about it like 4 times, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna get the Rebirth RDA, and neither one of us.
Like $25. Vaporrl.com. No. What the hell's that site?
Vapor DNA.
I'll tell you in just a second. Let me find it. I know where it's at. And they're out of California. U.S. company. What is that?
Hell yeah.
Vaporrange.com.
I guess so.
Vapor Range, yeah.
Have you ordered?
Vapor.
I've ordered from there. It's been a long time, but
I
have
get scared.
ordered.
I get so scared.
$19.95 for the Rebirth RDA.
Nice. I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, sell price. You got a lot of over here too.
I don't know what you're barking at me for.
Hell, the double barrel V3 is $85.
No kidding.
I'm gonna get one of those.
Should get the Rebirth, I guess. I think I'm actually gonna get the Turk V2 next.
You should. $20, man. $20. I mean, it's worth it. Vaporrange.com. Go check it out. It's a really. I mean, if you haven't seen my review, go check it out. But it's really fun. It's really great flavor. Really great flavor. Which is why I'm excited for the Rebirth RTA. I know it won't be quite as good as the Dripper, but it should be. I'm hoping it's close.
Hell
I
yeah.
think so.
It's good. It's good.
Guess I'm gonna have to follow through and get that Rebirth RDA.
I've heard a lot of people asking about it.
Well, there was at one point I was getting ready to order something, and there was nothing new catching my eye, and that's like way back, and we had talked about it. And I found the hot rod, so I got the hot rod, which is a sweet dust collector.
The hot rod.
Yeah, it's got good flavor. It's a fun little thing, but it's just not.
Yeah, it's fun to play around with for a little while, but
And it's cool to show people, like, if you got a buddy that's into cars, because it is, like, designed after cars. It says, like, V10 and looks kind of like an engine block. And the RDA itself is supposed to be modeled after a piston. So it's kind of cool. And it works well.
I should also have the Morph. The Morph 219 should be here this week.
nice. That looks like a decent one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Well, you know, I haven't seen anybody really just mention this, but it's morph. You know how you morph more than one thing into one item? You're morphing 2 items into one. People's bitching because oh, it's just a reinvented alien. Well, I mean, it's called the morph for a reason because it's combining the fucking alien and the Jeep Priv all at the same damn time.
Right.
Touchscreen from the Jeep Priv, new chip, and the alien design all in one kick. 'Cause I love my alien fucking forever. So I'm going to. Hopefully, I'll be in this week, and I'm kind of anxious to see that because that was the last alien mod that I really loved.
My alien quit working.
Smoke, what I'm going to say. Last smoke mod.
It works, but it's the way it reads the resistance resistance is very unreliable.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine with a rebuildable because it
It
doesn't.
lasted a long time. It lasted
But
almost a year.
you never know what's gonna happen when you hit the fire button with a sub-ohm coil on there.
Alien was super popular too. It kind of brought vaping to the mainstream because a lot of people had that fucking mod.
Well, and that was the era. That was the time frame that I started vaping.
Yeah.
My first device was the AL85, and after a week, I grew out of the 85 watts. So I bought the 220, the Alien 220.
Yeah.
Then I wound up buying the Smoke GX350, the Smoke G Prib, the Smoke T Prib, the Smoke H Prib, the Smoke V Stick 9. Because I was a Smoke fan from the beginning. Because they're the ones I'm giving them credit for me able to quit smoking.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot
So-
of they're accessible as fuck. A lot of people start with the smoke shit.
I got the
Yeah,
bad
they-
ones, so I had like really bad experience with them. But the first regulated one I got was counterfeit as fuck.
Dude, the TF-V4 was like one of my first smoke tanks. The TF-V4.
Was that the Baby Beast?
No, that was before
Before the Baby Beast.
Yeah.
Because those are all TF V8 coils from
Yeah.
That's right.
Big Baby Beast to the V8. Then of course you got the Cloud Beast King,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
V12.
yeah.
Yeah.
The V12. I got that. I got this. I got all set on tanks right there on that little fucking anti stand, along with the remember the Skyhook, the Smoke Skyhook.
Yeah.
Skyhook was a mod, but when I was searching for it because I couldn't find it anywhere, it was their squawk or it was
Yeah. RDTA.
not a squawk mod, their RDTA kind of
Yeah.
mod
All
tank
in one.
thing. Yeah, I couldn't find it. Then I found the Skyhook RDTA,
Yeah.
which was really cool. I mean, I got it for like I don't know, $15 or something at the time, and I mean, it wound up having good flavor, but I just lost interest. My mod though had a when you screw down the addy into the juice well, like that iJoy thing, that whatever it was called, I forget what it was. You had one of those. Leaks a lot.
The combo box or whatever, the combo RDTA
Yeah,
box.
but when you screw it down to where that pin connects with the positive down here in the tank, but the insulator from where my positive pin and the deck, the insulator was cracked and broke. It wouldn't connect. It wouldn't do it. It wouldn't fire up. It wouldn't read right. I emailed Smoke customer service then, and I was like, listen, fucking help me out. Give me this new insulator or something or a new deck.
Yeah.
And they never replied, so I haven't bought a smoke item since then.
Yeah.
And now I'm
I
the
haven't
more
bought one from them for a long time. My wife, I recently bought her the resin mesh tank that they got out, and she loves the damn thing. And I don't care for it. Every time I got to change a coil on that son of a bitch, it all gets stuck together. And
Oh yeah.
it's such a pain in the ass to where you go to take out the top fill and the whole thing comes apart. Such a nightmare. But she loves the flavor off it, she says.
Yeah, well, that's another reason too, Lawless, why I kind of stopped, because everything, it was all the same chipset, same screen design, same function, just the body of it looked different. So I just got tired of buying the same damn mod, basically. So that's why I stopped doing it. But now it looks like they got a new chipset, which probably going to bring it up to where they're going to wind up having a whole new release, a new mod every fucking week again, like they did back then.
Yeah.
Oh boy, a whole new line of Privs.
Yeah.
A through Z,
Yeah,
baby.
came
Here
out.
it comes.
The XYZ priv.
Oh shit. Dude, if they do that, maybe I'll get one again.
Touch screen with a
No.
Bluetooth headset.
No.
That'll be Wizmac's next device, though.
You know, I've said this from the beginning, though. When they started all this shit, I started looking at the technology in these mods. I'm like, fuck, why don't we have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or shit installed in this shit yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's going to happen. I guarantee it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Your text messages will come through on the display.
Yeah.
You can link
Yeah.
it up.
Your smart mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, mod and
Hold on,
shit.
I gotta punch the time clock. Let me get my vape out. Oh,
yeah.
there we go. I'm on the clock now.
Right?
There's going to be some innovation, I'm sure. Once
Well, with that
once
speaker.
popular demand like fully embraces it instead of tries to fight against vaping, then there'll be a lot of technological advances.
I feel like the speaker on that Wismic device was similar to like when you're at a party and you want to leave, and then finally somebody leaves, so everybody leaves. So like Wismic puts a speaker on a mod, so now everybody's gonna see, well, like, can I put a toothbrush in there? Like, everybody's gonna
I
start
didn't care
trying
for
wild
that.
shit now. I don't either. Why the fuck do I need that?
I didn't like their speaker box thing. I did.
I don't like anything that causes extra battery drain.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like the speaker box thing they did.
Have either of you seen the Twisted Messes and Ogway Ocula?
Yes, I want it.
I have not seen that.
Do you?
No shit.
You've not seen the? See, it's the first artist. Twisted Messes, has always done his own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like $50 or $60 depending on what you get and how they've been out and all that shit. So this is his first collab with any company. So I guess he's going, let's just go over here and do more volume at a lower cost. He'll still make a buku of money,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know, man. I really don't know if I want one or not. I'll probably pick one up just hoping it surprised me.
I'll probably pick one up.
It looks so damn big. Like, I mean, it's 24 millimeter, but the inside, the post just looks so big.
Oh, I have seen that. I didn't realize that was, but I've seen that. No kidding.
Yeah.
Nope. YouTube is not receiving enough video.
No data.
Oh shit.
How are you streaming? On your internet or phone?
On a computer. Over the internet.
Dropped frames.
Yeah, we're losing frames.
What do you do, Phil?
There's not much you can do.
Well, right now, we still got a good connection, but you was lagging a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it keeps going off and on. There's not a lot you can do, but hope
up here on this too.
it passes, really.
Is this a YouTube thing?
Could be. Could be a YouTube issue, or it could be a XSplit issue, or
What's your bitrate set at?
geez, I don't even know. 2400.
Yeah, that's 720, so you should be good there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
It's,
shit.
it's done it like one other time, or maybe two other times it's done it. It kind of going off
Hey, we're still live.
and on. Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, because I got it on my phone. So
Yeah, we're live, so don't worry about it.
it's just showing it on the back end.
That was weird. Well, nothing bad seemed to happen.
No.
That's 720, so you should be good there. Yeah, you're live. We're live still, so yeah.
Yeah.
Worry about it later, I guess. We'll talk after the show, and I'll show you how to be professionals.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I'm a techie, man. I learned all this shit back when I was gaming on my YouTube 10 years ago.
Yeah. I never did it.
That's why I love OBS. And
I never did a game and stream. I tried OBS a couple different times, and the interface on it's different, and I just can't get the hang of it. And my videos always look more washed out when I have it. I'm not sure what setting it is that's fucking with it or whatever, but that's.
do you not use color correction in your videos editing?
I don't do it in post. I do it. I have everything all set up regular. The video you see when I post a video, that's my raw footage pretty much. I don't adjust my picture at all.
You don't edit?
I do edit. I do
You don't-
cuts and but I don't edit my actual visual at all.
Likewise.
I have it all
Oh.
set.
What do you use to edit your video then?
I use XSplit to process the video and film it through with my camera, and then I use Shotcut to do all my cuts and
You-
transitions and stuff. But
What's
I
your
don't-
editing software?
Shotcut? It's free.
Shotcut. What is that, like a form of?
It's basically a free editing software. It can do all the video post processing shit, but I don't use it. I have it all set in pre-production through XSplit.
All right, Lawless. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Have a good one. Go help your buddy out.
And if I had to compare Shotcut to one or the other, it would be closer to Sony Vegas, but a free version of it, pretty much.
Yeah, but it still has some color correction and shit in there, yeah?
It does have it, yeah. I just don't ever use it, really. I try to get it dialed in beforehand. And with OBS, I can't get it dialed in like I can with XSplit. With XSplit, I've got this. I don't know what settings are different. There's got to be a setting in there that's different.
Well, in OBS, you have to go into your camera properties.
Yep. And I
And
can do the same thing with XSplit, and I can put like the side-by-side exact same settings in with XSplit and OBS and film them. And I actually did it in one of my videos like a year or so ago. I did a video where I showed the two different videos side by side, and with the exact same settings, they look just different.
That's weird.
I mean, hey, I guess whatever you're doing works for you. But if you want to learn OBS a little better, we can sit down and talk one day.
Yeah. I know it's better for streaming. I know that.
I just again, it's like flavor. It's all subjective. And devices, it's all subjective.
Right.
For me, I think OBS is superior because I use XSplit so many times. I even bought the license and got all the features with XSplit just so I could have all. That's why I bought the pro license. But once I got OBS and OBS Studio is the newest one. It's night and day to me.
I'll have to.
Should just play with it, I guess.
Yeah, play with it a little bit. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
playing with
it's all it's about, like learning anything new. Like for me, when I first started using Photoshop and Adobe, I used Sony Vegas for the longest time, and then it kept crashing on me. I couldn't never get it fixed, so I wound up having to learn Adobe Premiere Pro,
That's why.
which now that I know it, it's a far superior program.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's that learning curve. You know, you gotta learn it. You gotta teach yourself. Click a button here. Hey, what's this do? Watch videos on tutorials and shit.
Yeah, I bought a Premiere Pro license, and I used it for like a month, and I couldn't get the hang of it. I could not get the hang of it.
Yeah, it's takes a little bit of time, but like I said, once you get into it and you learn your hotkeys and your shortcuts and all that shit and layer adjustment, frozen.
Huh. 'Cause we're not frozen over here.
Weird.
But it's
No, you're the host.
when you're talking.
Now you're moving, but you're still like skipping.
Huh.
Weird.
Super weird.
It is Sunday afternoon too, and you're on cable internet. Everybody in your block's probably on the internet right now doing something.
That's probably
I
not
am
helping.
sure that
Probably
every
getting some
house
throttle bandwidth's going
that
on.
you can see in Barrie has Netflix or Hulu on.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
anybody
that's
who
not-
doesn't use Netflix anymore, dude. There's so many people.
Oh yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. That's all I watch. YouTube. I don't watch TV. I don't even know why I still pay my $90 a month for my cable. I don't watch it.
I only do because it's cheaper for the internet.
We only have
Well,
internet. We have that Hulu Prime video or Hulu Live TV too. So we have our live TV.
I got 200 meg down and 50 up on my internet. It's the highest I can get in my area.
Yeah.
But by itself, it would be like $140. I could save $90 off my damn monthly bill. That's a new vape item.
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go.
That's the new key mod I can get. But I'm looking forward to the Keen for sure. I'm gonna pick that up too because I love the Dreamer, so the Keen's got to be good. That constant contact switch.
Yeah.
That Russian mod, I'm gonna get the Overlord. I've got in contact with the guy. He's giving me I guess call it a reviewer discount. I'm not having to pay full price for it, but I still got to pay for it. Pretty good bit of money, but it's not full price.
Store.
Oh yeah.
I've seen those look pretty cool. I've seen those.
Oh yeah. I think we should probably wrap it up.
Wait, you just ruined everything. We don't fucking wrap it up. Oh.
We'll go ahead. We'll let Country go ahead. Let everybody know where they can find him.
I'm right here on YouTube, Country Living. Like my name says, just spell like that. Country Living, no G, all one word. YouTube.com/Country Living.
Oh, that was nice.
Hell yeah.
That was nice.
That's how you do it.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Hell yeah.
You can find all my other shit over there on the channel in the description if you want to, but I do what I do.
We'll post
Oh,
links
yeah.
in the description of the replay, of course. Yeah.
Yeah?
Y'all already know who we are.
Yeah, you know where to find us.
Yeah, we're the Cloud Connection.
Yeah, check that out on Apple, Google, Spotify,
Oh yeah. All the podcast networks
all,
out there.
all those platforms.
For all the
What was that?
podcasts.
What was that thing you advertised today? What was it? Blank something FM.
Oh, Anchor.
Anchor.
Anchor FM. There you go. That's the.
That's who hosts the podcast,
Yeah,
and
we
they
got
just
Anchor.
distribute it to everybody else.
And we also got Bangin' Disc Golf
Banging disc golf.
for this episode.
Bam.
Yeah.
We did it. We remembered.
We
I
did
wore
remember.
the
We
T-shirt.
did the opening one, and we remembered to do the ending one.
That's yeah.
What was the? It was the banging what again?
Bangin' Disc Golf.
Yep.
It's a local
Banging
business.
disc ball.
Disc golf.
Oh, disc golf. Golf.
Yes, it's a local business here.
Pro shop. That.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, they got a course on Beckley Hill, and they got a banging pro.
Pro
Disc
disc golf
golf
shop.
Put that logo on the screen.
Fuck yeah,
There we go.
fuck yeah. So yeah, I want to thank you for coming to the live show.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me as your very first guest on the show, man. I popped your cherry.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Cherry Pop. I'm changing my name to Cherry Popper. That's all there is to it.
Cherry popping country, baby. Woo!
Popping cherries in the
Hell
country.
yeah.
That's how they get
We
down.
only got 2 new names this stream. We got Jonesy is now the tech closet,
Yeah.
and I'm the Cherry Popper. We got to figure out something for BT next time.
All right. So we're gonna leave you guys all with a vape. We're gonna wrap this show up.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys all for coming.